Hello again, everybody. I'm Greg Porter for George Lyon Video Sports Productions at the shadow of the Home Depot Center in Carson, California, on the campus of Cal State University Dominguez Hills. We have a Coast Soccer League match between Palos Verdes Soccer Club and Fram CQ in the boys under 12 category. Let's go with the Palos Verdes Soccer Club. Their team administrator is Dan Burney. The head coach is Sean Lockhart. The assistant coach also are Chad Lagerway, Michael Plonsky, and Lee Rosen. Out of the Silver Elite South, the keeper will be Jackson Smith, number 1. Number 3 at right back or defender is Max Steinmetz. Number 4 at striker is Colin Castillo. Number 8 at left back or defender is Adam Mazer. Number 9 at left mid is Cameron Stopforth. Number 10 at center mid is Arthur Rydick. Number 11 at sweeper is Daniel McGuff. Number 12 at stopper is Kaylee Burney. Number 13 at sweeper center mid is Tyler Rosen. Number 14 at striker is Rio Fuji. Number 17 at stopper is Lance Plonsky. Number 18 at right mid. Number 21 and at striker is Damian Cortez, with Payman Del Rifar not here today, and he would be number 20. And now let's get the lineup for the Fram CQ. Their team administrator is Stuart Chaussee. The head coach is Chris Wilson, and his assistant coach is Jeff Goodman. Usually starting at keeper, he will be doing that later, is number 1, Nima Gadimi. Number 2 at midfield is Taylor Kang Aleskas. Number 3 at right forward is Tyus Lohman. Number 4 at sweeper is Ross Miller. Number 5 at left forward is Praveen Karupu. Number 6 at defender is Graham Lamonte. Number 7 at left forward is CJ Brill. Number 9 is Conry Gracie. Number 8 is going to be Jamie Black. Number 10 is Brandon Wilson at right forward of midfield. 11 is Greg Goodman, defender. Number 12 at midfielder striker is Tashusi Ryu. Number 14 at midfielder forward is Iman Moskisar. Number 15 at defender is Henry Chaussee. Number 16 at defender, but he's going to play keeper to start off, is Samuel Weiss. Number 17 at right forward at defender is Kevin Cotter. And 18 at striker is Zachary Phillips. As both teams set themselves up, going from right to left now is Fram CQ. And Palos Verdes Soccer Club is going from left to right, and right to left is Fram CQ. And we are underway, and momentarily, let's try this all over again. Palos Verdes now with the soccer ball. Cortez up to the wide. That ball pushed up and now flicked on towards the outside of the 18-yard box. They've got a runner, and now a service into the box, and a blast and a save by Weiss. Weiss able to make the save for Fram CQ on that shot inside the box. Didn't see who got the shot that time. I believe it was Kobe Nabashima who got the shot. And Palos Verdes will throw it in. Throwing it in. Ryu throwing it in, and now it heads toward the central. Or rather, that was Kaylee Burney who threw it in. On it now is Ryu. Ryu now pass up forward to Brill. And that pass is deflected. And it will be now a goal kick. Just the starting of the match here in the shadow of the Home Depot Center here in Carson, California. Greg Porter, along with George Langevin on the camera. We on the campus of Cal State University, Dominguez Hills. And Sean Larkhart, who's the head coach, he went there. Graduated in 2001. Nearly won the title the year before. He was on that team that did win the title in 2000. Look at both teams as far as their league play. Palos Verdes, they are 2-2-0. They've got 8 goals and 7 allowed. And right now, trying to make something happen with Damian Cortez. Cortez into space. Cortez being marked quickly there by Greg Goodman. That's knocked out of play, or knocked out from the interior, that is. Still in play. And off the back side that time. And it goes out of play. Going to be a throw-in from the far side touchline. Still 0-0 here in the first opening part of the first half. And getting over to that one is Greg Goodman, and Goodman defending his defensive third, getting it out of play. Stopforth, Cameron Stopforth will throw it in. Stopforth looking for somebody over in the corner, couldn't find him as Ross Miller gets over there, but it goes past his own goal line, and so now he's going to give up a CQ. Rio Fuji will take it for Palos Verdes. The 5th game in the league for both of these two teams here in week 5. Palos Verdes now trying to get something going and attacking third, and they have it over to Rydick. Rydick, not a lot of space, and there's a whistle, and it's going to be a foul. Just outside the 18-yard box, it's going to be a free kick for Fram CQ in their own defensive third. And a left strike. Trying to get it up that time to Jamie Black. On the move now. Damian Cortez, his pass was deflected now. Still trying to keep the pressure on. However, Fram CQ doing a fine job of riding that ball way out of their own defensive third and trying to get it up to the midfielders and trying to continue on, but couldn't quite do it. As the red and black, Pvsc now trying to keep the attack on. In the attacking third, there's a nice ball over to Nabashimi, and he missed it. Kobe trying to go for the far post and put one in and just couldn't quite get it. And Samuel Weiss happy that he didn't get it in there, as Samuel collected right now for his Fram CQ Ball Club, who started off in week 1. They lost to the FC Blades, B96 3-0. Then they tied against the Slammers FC, and then they have won 2 in a row. Has Fram CQ. They beat Santa Monica United Blue 2-1, and then they beat in HBFC 1-0. And there's a save as they show their ability to try to put that ball in the back of the net. Nice run down the field from the near side. Jackson Smith now with it, trying to get it out and get it going quickly with Ryo Fuji. Fuji at midfield, and he's going to find Rydick. Rydick is going to let that one go to the outside to Shima, and now back to Rydick. He's got a man there to go! Go, 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 go! Damian Cortez was right there. Nobody marking him, and it's 1-0. Palos Verdes Soccer Club leads. Add 9 goals onto their tally so far in this season. The team that is tied for 4th place with the Legends FC 1 point behind Fram CQ. So Damian Cortez scoring the goal, unmarked, in his 6-yard box. 1-0. And now Nabashima. And he's making a run. He's dispossessed that time as he tried to accelerate toward the 18-yard box. That ball goes out on the near side. Touchline, it'll be a throw in as Kobe will throw it in. Nabashima into the corner. Over to Rydick. Rydick now going to pass it, and it's intercepted, and a try, and a save by Weiss. Oh, he robbed him on the far post as Damian Cortez tried to make it 2-0. But Samuel Weiss said, I'll have none of that. I'll get to this one and knock it away. And a whistle, and it's going to be Pvsc with the free kick. Pvsc have kind of done a win-loss, one-loss type of a thing where they beat NHB Black, NHBFC that is, 5-1 in week 1, and then week 2 they lost to the Legends FC Black team, and then they were able to beat FC Blades B96 team 2-0. And then they came back and lost their last game against Santa Monica United Blue 3-0. So they're trying to keep that thing going that they've been doing all year long so far. And after they have a loss, try to get a win. And right now they're leading 1-0 in this contest. Fram CQ, who leads in the standings now, pushing it out. A play on the near side. Kobe Nabashima trying to do something with it. He couldn't do it. It went back, and then it's knocked out of play on the near side of Fram CQ now. We'll throw it in. On the near side touchline. It was a strike by Kaylee Burney, and then now here's that was Ryu, and now to midfield. And CQ pushing it all the way down. And the keeper, Jackson Smith, coming off his line. And he's going to drive it down straight ahead on that far side, the left side of the offense. Pvsc trying to collect it at midfield. But now running onto it is CJ Brill. Brill dropping it back. Shosei had a touch. But now here's Rio Fuji, and then over to Stopforth. Stopforth and getting it over to Cortez, trying to make a move around the marker there. And he does, a couple of players. And then he gets dispossessed on his way to try to get into that 18-yard box. Here comes Fram CQ now along the far side touchline. He goes out of play. A throw in now for Fram CQ, trying to continue on towards that attacking third. Running onto it now. Imam Moskasar. Moskasar on the far side, and it goes now as they throw it in to Ryu. And it goes over the head there of CJ Brill. Brill trying to chase it down. Brill in the attacking third. He's being marked by Kobe Nabashima. CJ Brill, and it's knocked out of play. Lastly knocked out by Bernie for Palos Verdes. So it'll be a throw-in on the near side. 1-0 your score. Palos Verdes Soccer Club leads on a goal by Damian Cortez. Trying to continue on to the attacking third and couldn't quite do it that time. However, trying to redirect himself that time was Jamie Black.
Top of the 18, Daniel, top of the 18. Tyler, marked up on 8. Katie, find some light.
And there was a foul on a play, so now Fram CQ now with a free kick. Taking it is Chaussee, and it's blocked. And again, a try by Lamont into the corner as C.J. Brill trying to get to it. He runs out of real estate, and it'll be a goal kick. Substitution on the far side of Fram CQ, going to get a couple of fresh players into the contest. And we will mention their names as they touch that soccer ball. From their own defensive half of the field now, getting it up to midfield. However, Palos Verdes, they give way to Gray Goodman, who pushes it forward. It goes out of play, but his team has the throw-in now as they continue on here. Zachary Phillips into space. It goes out of play, so it will be on a far side touchline, a throw-in from over there in the corner where a CK would be. Very close to, just a few yards away. Throw in toward the 18-yard box. Fram CQ trying to keep the pressure on. It goes past the goal line. It'll be a goal kick for Palos Verdes, leading 1-0. And now head coach Sean Lockhart wants to get a new player in. Max Steinmetz is going to come into the contest. Steinmetz of that defender quality over there. And now as they continue to try to get it out of their own defensive third, it goes out of play, and Fram CQ will throw it in. Try to tie up this ball game. The grounds of Cal State University Dominguez Hills. Just a stone's throw from the Home Depot Center, home to Chivas USA and LA Galaxy. And that ball placed up to midfield now. However, getting it, Ross Miller keeping it going, sending it downfield. Meeting it there is Chaussee. He drives it toward the attacking 18-yard box now. Over on the near side, C.J. Brill.
Can we connect, Red? Please, just once.
And they get it out to Pvsc. However, Fram CQ still on that soccer ball. Chaussee, and now he gets it over to Mokashar. And Iman, a big try there, but he had a lot of pressure on him defensively. Couldn't get what he wanted out of there.
Tucked into the middle, Max.
So it's going to be a goal kick. Pvsc with the goal kick. Intercepted momentarily by Ryu, and now it's over to Jamie Black. Black, he was looking for his teammate Zachary Phillips. It didn't get to him. Intercepted. The red and black now trying to head on upfield, and they got a foul right there on the back. And Rio with a nice run there, drawing the foul. It'll be a free kick, and now his team can try and see if they can keep the passing game going and keep the ball away from the white and blue. Nabashima, that is. Kobe on the near side. Max Steinmetz, he throws it in. Rosen off the header. Abashima, and then getting it. Kobe now going to get a return pass. Kobe making a nice move. Intercepted, and going after it is Cortez. Is still kept in. Nabashima. And it'll go past the goal line. Palos Verdes leading 1-0. Weiss with the soccer ball. What's who? Koki? Going to have a substitution for Fram CQ. And coming out, Graham Lamont. And let's see who we get coming in. I believe it was number 10. That's Brandon Wilson. On the soccer ball, Rio Fuji. Fuji getting it up to Cortez, I believe that is, and it is. Cortez trying to weave his way around two players, and finally Weiss able to get it. They were marking pretty good, however, he still found a way to get a through ball, and he almost collected it himself, and he had a great shot that time to try to put it in the back of the net. 1-0, still your score. Fram CQ on the far side. Ross Miller. Tyler Rosen now. Nice touch by Rydick, and now a shot taken by Cortez. Rydick slowing it down and getting it stopped nicely there for Cortez. Cortez just couldn't get it by Weiss that time. Sent all the way down the field. McGuff. At midfield, and a whistle. It'll be a free kick for Fram CQ just inside the midfield area. And they are going to have a substitution. Fram CQ, a fresh player coming into the contest. I believe that's number 9. And that's Connery Gracie. Touch there quickly by Chaussee. Rydick off of Cortez. Nicely protected that time. Here's Cortez again. Beautiful play by Cortez as he was able to get around the defender using his knee, controlling the soccer ball. Rio Fuji. Long ball, trying to get it out wide to Koki. Got the proper pronunciation for Nabashima. That's Koki Nabashima instead of Kobe. As the guy who likes to eat all the food and be in those hot dog competitions to see who can stuff down the most. That guy's named Kobe. Samuel Weiss now. And let's see.
18, Fram is out.
Coming out now, Zachary Phillips for Fram. Chris Wilson wanted to get in another fresh player in there. Try to keep the pressure on Palos Verdes. They don't have numbers on their shorts. They're on the front, so we will mention him as he touches that soccer ball. I believe it's Ilescas, Taylor Kang Ilescas. For Fram CQ. Cal State University Dominguez Hills, founded in 1960, with an enrollment of about 12,000. Field number 2 here at the University, and in a corner, C.J. Brill trying to make the big play. It was intercepted, knocked out on the near side, but Fram CQ now is going to have a throw in, and they're attacking third. See what they can do with it here. Off of the deflection, couldn't get anybody to run onto it, and they have to now worry about a counterattack with Damian Cortez in the central. Cortez weaving his way. Cortez still on the soccer ball, and then it is knocked past the goal line, but it's going to be a corner kick. Set piece try now for Palos Verdes. And Fram CQ has a fresh player coming in. Rio Fuji sets it up. There's a good look at the Home Depot Center, home to Chivas USA and LA Galaxy. In the background, as that ball heads over to the near side now for Kevin Cotter. Or take that back, Lance Plonsky. Plonsky now. Cotter on Fram CQ, same number. Koki now with it, over to Plonsky. Plonsky's pass is intercepted. And they're going to go back the other way with it now. Praveen Karupu on the near side. Palos Verdes. Adam Mazer.
We're playing volleyball, it's a good dig. What's it called? AI, Damon. AI.
Free kick now.
Nice play, Adam. Good to see we're consistent. Consistently bad.
Henry Chaussee.
In the air, Red.
Chaussee.
Down!
And trying it again, and that one was way over the back of the net and into the other field. It'll take a while to get that ball.
Get in front of him, Max, please. Get in front of him, Kobe.
Okay, goal kick for Palos Verdes. Trying to get it to midfield. Fram CQ on it. In the 18-yard box now. Ilescas with a try. Ilescas still on it. And it is knocked past the goal line, and it's going to be a CQ. So set piece try again. I said CQ, I meant CK. Corner kick.
Watch the short one. Lance, find one. There you go. Mark your top of the box. Stay with your runners. Watch the spin, Max.
Corner kick from the near side for Fram CQ. Up in the air. Defended nicely by Palos Verdes. Chaussee, he tried to do something with it, but he couldn't control it. Here's Cortez, and he does control it over to Rio Fuji. Fuji now on the move. Nice ball with some nice pace on it to Cortez. Can handle it. And inside the box, that ball goes past the goal line. And it will be a corner kick. And a warning by the center ref. the coaching staff on the Fram CQ side. And now a yellow card on the coaching staff. And that has got to be the first time we've seen that in a long time. Last time I remember that was a state cup match years ago. But there was a play that head coaching staff on Fram CQ did not like in that particular sequence. Wasn't called, and tempers flare up. Pvsc now trying to bend it into the 6-yard box, looking for Cortez, but Weiss is able to make the save. It didn't go to Cortez, but it went to his teammate to the left of him, and Weiss had to make the save. So they did get a quality corner kick out of that play. Nice set piece for Pvsc. They lead in this contest as we work towards halftime, 1-0. That'll go outside of the far side touchline. And a throw in for Fram CQ in their own defensive half of the field, trying to keep things going. Off the header by Pvsc, still trying to keep them from ensuing with a counterattack down the field, but they not able to do it on that far side. So Fram CQ continues on. Right there, Kevin Cotter. Mentioned him before, errantly, but now he's touching that soccer ball, trying to keep things going. His team down 1-0. The Silver South Elite South League, Coast Soccer League. Silver Elite South Division, if you will. And the middle of the field, at midfield now, here's Ileskis trying to go out wide, but it was taken away nicely by Adam Mazer. And they go back up the field on a counter, looking for Cortez, but he couldn't get to it in the space. It's sent upfield. At midfield, both teams trying to show their midfield prowess and try to get it to their respective attacking thirds. Koki now. Now Bashima goes out of play. Steinmetz. Max looking for a teammate. He's not going to get it to Cortez. However, his teammate Rydick getting it to Cortez. And now it rolls all the way back upfield to Adam Mazer. Mazer getting it out to the wide, out to Stopforth. Stopforth trying to turn a corner. Stopforth still on a soccer ball. His service into the box, looking for Cortez, and he couldn't quite get to it. Cameron Stopforth, good play on the wide, and he nearly had Cortez. Just a little bit past him. And even though it's a team game, you see individuals making nice plays at times and making enough nice plays in the first half. Pvsc, and they lead 1-0 over Fram CQ. Stick with us. Great action coming in the second half in this Silver Elite South Division of the Coast Soccer League and the boys under 12. We'll be right back.
Huge space right down the middle of the field that they got two guys waiting for. Okay? So it's not just the defenders that get stuck at the ball and don't find it, it's everyone on the field. Okay, so forwards, you gotta yell at somebody if you see somebody behind there. You gotta make sure we're communicating because the guys in the midfield are killing it. That's the only reason they have so much time on the ball. It's not their outside guys. It's not their guys up front. Their guys in the back aren't that good. They keep it out of bounds 3 or 4 times. These guys aren't that good. You guys are playing like these guys are like the World Cup champs or something. They suck. They don't do anything. We're just giving them time. One guy up there that thinks he's Pele, and all you gotta do is get into the guy and you'll never see him again. We're all like, go in and hammer that guy. If he tries to spin you, get into him. Don't let him think he's out there having all this time. Get stuck into a guy. Let him know we're here to play. In midfield, the same thing. These guys have way too much time on the ball. I don't care if they're the worst team in the world.
All right, both teams in the boys under 12 category are going to switch sides here in the second half. Ends of the field, if you will. The red and black of Pvsc will be going from right to left on your picture, and Fram CQ will be going from left to right. Pvsc leading 1-0 on the goal in the first 8 or 9 minutes by Mr. Damian Cortez. Damian Cortez scoring the goal. And that's the only goal of the contest. Both teams here in week 5 trying to see what they can do. Fram CQ has won 2 games, lost 1, and tied 1. So they're 1 point ahead of Pvsc, who has a loss 2 and won 2. That ball goes out of play. Now Fram's going to throw it in. Looking for somebody in the far corner, but the closest to it is Arthur Rydick and his teammate. They get it. However, momentarily they lost it. However, they're still on it now. Fuji. And Fuji gave it away. Coming into the spot there was Tyler Rosen. Get that ball in the central now, and they got a big chance. Fram CQ to save. Pvsc, Jackson Smith making a nice save. There's a change in keeper for Fram CQ. Nima Gadimi is now here. And remember, I mentioned him at the beginning of the telecast. Mazer, and then it's struck by Rydick toward the central. And trying to make a play down at central. Rydick going by it, and now he gets it. Nice pace, and now his teammate runs onto it. Nice service toward the box, but intercepted and knocked out on the near side. Mazer with a throw-in. Quickly gets it into Koki, and then they take it away at midfield. Over to Mazer. Mazer dispossessed now. Well, at that time, Mos Kassar, Iman, and now going to be the throw-in. Mos Kassar, after the flick on, getting it over to his teammate there. Ryu having a lot of pressure and winning it. And now here's Rio Fuji, and he couldn't go any further. And now here's Fuji again. Rio Fuji getting it over to Rydick. Rydick now. Nice change of pace. Back towards the central. Trying to get somebody to possess it there. They do. A quick strike, but tightening up back there is Fram CQ. Pushing him back upfield now. Trying to get a striker to run onto it on the wide side now. Here they go with CJ Brill. Brill with a lot of speed. Brill heading toward the box. CJ Brill, a shot and a save by Jackson Smith. He had to go up high and protect the near post. A bid by CJ Brill to try to tie it up. Went awry as Jackson Smith protecting his post that time. Here's Brill again. But he had a nice run, and he's trying to do it again. Brill showing his speed, and it goes out of play. He ran out of real estate on the far side. Although it will be a throw-in. Pvsc throwing it in. And their own defensive third over to Rydick. Rydick has his teammate now, who roams over toward the central. Now they're going to switch it to the near side for the run. Koki now drops it off nicely. Has a runner, overlapping run. Back over to Koki. Now over to Stopforth. Cameron Stopforth. Oh, and he's blocked that time. Remember, Stopforth had the big play at the end of the first half, and he nearly got it to his teammate Cortez, who would have, if the ball was to him, he would have been able to take a shot and probably would have made it 2-0. But no chance without the great run by Cameron Stopforth towards the end of the first half. Still lead 1-0. Damian Cortez setting it up. Or rather, that was Fuji had set up with a corner kick. And then now they nearly got it by Gadimi, but Gadimi was there standing tough in the central of his 6-yard box. Here's Koki. Abashima try to get it over to Fuji. He couldn't quite get it.
Yes, sir.
And it'll go out of play. Fram CQ. And do we have a substitution on the far side? No, we don't. Going to be Fram CQ is going to throw it in their own half of the field. Going down that time was Ryu, and he was trying to defend against the defender taking that ball. And now here's Ryu here on the near side. The center ref says play on. Abashima. Koki now with it. Koki getting over to Fuji. Back to Koki. Into space. Fram CQ dispossessing Nabashima. Ryu falling down. Nabashima on the near side. And he gets it over to Stopforth. Cameron now making a weave inside, and they take it away. However, just outside the 18-yard box, and we got a whistle, and they're going to get a free kick. Going to be a free kick. So the Exiles with an opportunity here. Palos Verdes Soccer Club, the Exiles black, trying to see if they can take a 2-0 lead. Who is actually going to strike the soccer ball? Is it going to be Rosen? They got 2 players standing there. Or is it going to be Cameron Stopforth? Off the free kick, too high. Tyler Rosen trying to go topside. He had way too much on the soccer ball. The wind here building up here in the second half, going widthwise across the field. Changing things up a little bit. Zachary Phillips tried to do something with it. He couldn't quite get to it. Now here's Fuji. Over to Cortez. Cortez tried to continue on, couldn't quite do it. Now coming in the picture is Plonsky on the outside, and it goes past the goal line. Lastly touched out by the Palos Verdes Soccer Club. Cal State University Dominguez Hills, field number 2. Out of the California Collegiate Association, the most successful conference in Division II. That ball down is Central, and now retreating back. Daniel getting back to it. McGuff again trying to get to it. They take it away as they have now sent it toward the Central, and now as it heads out towards the wide now. CJ Brill, remember him. Brill again trying to put pressure on over in the corner, but Max Steinmetz getting back over there. Steinmetz doing a fine job having to deal with CJ Brill here in the second half from the far side of your picture. That ball was headed toward the 18-yard box, but cut off right there. Pushing up nicely, Adam Mazer. And now with it is Fuji. Fuji gets it out to Cortez in the box. Cortez in the 18-yard box. He goal! La 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 la. Mazer Cortez, the finisher, and it's 2-0. That is a guy that you can see so far. You can't give him a lot of space. And the Exiles Black from Palos Verdes Soccer Club leading 2-0. And a substitution for Fram CQ. And the way this is going, Pvsc, they can hold on to this 2-0 lead. They will be ahead of Fram CQ in these standings, as they are 1 point behind as it stands right now, by virtue of the fact that they had 2 losses and Fram CQ has only 1 loss and a tie. Toward the Central. Got the music going on in the stadium to our west, and knocked out. Don't know who has the music box over there, but somebody does. Substitution now for Palos Verdes Soccer Club is now coming in as Kaylee Burney, number 12. The throw in, Adam Mazer. And now that ball winds on the foot of Rydick. Rydick, nice pace. Out to Steinmetz. Steinmetz helping to reduce the size of the field. Try to switch it and gave it away. Fram CQ on the near side. And playing nicely, Adam Mazer not allowing a player to get around him.
Good, Jack. Good. Good.
Playing a good passing game is a thing that Pvsc can do here in the second half. They lead 2-0. They don't have to worry about trying to score anymore. They can be of a more of a defensive posture. And we have a handball. Going to be a free kick. Cortez. Or correction, that was Tyler Rosen. And that ball, a header. Nos Cassar now trying to make that move. Iman on the near side. But it goes off of him. And a throw in for PVSC. Nos Cassar now trying to get it to his teammate to the outside. Having a hard time as they marked well in the space. Gray Goodman trying to head it over there, trying to get it over to that 18-yard box. And here's a long strike, and trying to run onto it was CJ Brill, but it had way too much pace on it. Graham Lamont is driving that ball toward the attacking third. On the near side, it goes out of play. Greg Goodman retrieving it. And there's going to be substitutions. Fram CQ going to get a couple of fresh players into the game. Greg Goodman comes out.
11 and 15 are out for White.
And Henry Chaussee coming out.
New players thrown in.
And one of the fresh players coming into the contest. Head coach Chris Wilson. Was struck nicely there by Lamont. One of the fresh players in there is Samuel Weiss. Remember, he was the keeper in the first half. Did a fine job, only gave up one goal. Taylor, Kang, Ileskis. And Ileskis looking for Brill. Taken away nicely by McGuff. Nicely placed on the foot, but his shot goes away. Graham Lamont trying a long distance shot. Gets nothing of what he would have liked on that shot. At least make the keeper try and defend it from going in his own net. PVSC with a goal kick. We're past the second halfway marker.
30-minute halves.
30-minute halves in this Coast Soccer League game. With Rio Fuji now making a move on the near side. Fuji stops, collects it, wants to go down to central with his teammate Tyler Rosen. Rosen wants to go to the wide side, but it's intercepted. CJ Brill, an overlapping run. And that was just to kind of fake out the other team as Kevin Cotter moving down a far side touchline. It goes out of play. Actually, there was a foul on the player. Cotter knocked down. Can't quite see it. And that's going to give way to a free kick. And will there be a card? No, there won't be. 2-0. Palos Verdes Soccer Club. The Exiles black team leading in this contest. Both goals scored by Damian Cortez. Scored them one in the first half and one here in the second half. Over in the corner with Steinmetz trying to get it out of his own defensive third for PVSC, and now he's got a teammate dispossessed one of the Fram CQ players, and that was Rydick. And now his teammate's pushing it up the field. Tyler Rosen now. And now they want to switch it near side to Fuji and try to get stopped for it to run onto it, but he couldn't quite get to it as it was knocked out of play by Fram CQ. Going to be a throw-in, though, for PVSC. And now Lance Plonsky into the contest. Plonsky comes in, and he's going to throw it in. As Cameron Stopforth comes out.
Go for it. There you go.
Plonsky throws it in, and a whistle. Foul on the play, and in the space it'll be a free kick for Fram CQ. Want to go near side up the field. Can't get anybody to possess it. Now it'll be a throw-in. We're not given the number of number 19 on Fram CQ. We'll see if we can try and get his name before the game's over with. On our original roster and the supplement, we did not get, unless another player is now wearing number 19. Here is CJ Brill. Brill in the corner, and is marked well. Wouldn't allow Brill to get a shot. Brill trying to turn the corner. And his defender said, we're going to mark up into space, so much so that he's going to have to try a corner kick. That is one of the ways defensively you help to win the ball game. In the soccer match, the one with the geometric designs on the ball, the world's most famous sport, the bending ball into the box, headed out. And a foul, and it's going to be a free kick for Fram CQ. Just outside the box. Otherwise, it would have been a penalty shot. About 10 minutes left to go. If you're Fram, you need to put one in the back of the net right now to have an opportunity here. Iman Mos Kassar. He's going to take it. Which way will Iman go with it? His team down by 2 goals. Wants to make the best of this set piece try here. Mos Kassar blocked. And has to retrieve it before Cortez can get to it. Kevin Carter now. Mos Kassar trying to drive at his teammate, and they do. And now they have numbers in their right direction, but held onto it too long at Leskis. And now a shot and a goal! Just beating Jackson Smith in the top corner of the net, a perfect shot. And it is 2-1. Number 19, Tyus Lohman scoring the goal for the team in white and navy blue, Fram CQ. Thought that Taylor Leskis was holding onto the ball too long, but it somehow got over to his striker to make the beautiful shot just inside the near post. And so out of that whole set piece try and a whole sequence there, they're able to cut the lead in half. Lance Plonsky throwing it in. Plonsky trying to get it again. He whiffed on it. In the middle with Rydick, Arthur Rydick. He gets it now, gets it over to Cortez. Cortez is dangerous in space. Gave it away though. On the near side, and it is pushed out of play. Still leading 2-1. The lead cut in half is Pvsc. About 7 minutes left to go. Remember, Fram CQ has already had a tie. They had one with the Slammers FC. Here's Cortez, and he almost scored. He didn't get quite enough of the soccer ball, and he had to rotate his body to try to get a little bit more thrust on it, and he just couldn't quite get enough to beat the keeper, Gadimi, that time. Gadimi making a sprawling save. Nema keeping his team close, and he has it now.
Send that hole, Tyler. Send that hole.
Gadimi, who doesn't play another position out there on the field, just plays keeper. So Weiss can go out there and play his normal positions. On the near side. On it is Fuji. Fuji trying to look for Cortez. Couldn't quite get it. Rydick, but here's Cortez now. Cortez makes a beautiful move, goes around one man and tried to get it out to the wide, but he sent it down to the low side, rather. He needed to get it up in the air. And now in the central, as they reduce the size of the field, they quickly get it over to Mazer. Mazer now, and that was Plonsky getting it to the central. And now here's Rydick trying to get a runner onto it, but Gadimi comes over and makes a save. Koki trying to get to it. Nabashima, and if he gets to that soccer ball, he has a great chance to score and give him really what would be an insurmountable lead at this juncture in the game. The midfield coming quickly over to it is Weiss. Weiss getting it over to Ilescas. Ilescas now. Taylor, Kang, Ilescas. And now a service toward the box. Intercepted as they stiffen up in their own defensive third. And Weiss has to run back to get it. And chasing him down was Rio Fuji, putting pressure on him. But Weiss able to get back and get to that soccer ball and get it out of play, out of danger. On the near side. Cameron Stopforth back into the contest. To the wide side. Abashima. And he has it now. Looking for Cortez, his teammate. The one who scored 2 goals in this contest. He stops it, collects it again, settles it again. It gets almost over to Koki, but he couldn't quite get to it. As touching it very nicely was Fram CQ to get it out of their own defensive third. They push it up the field. But now, with only a few minutes left of the game, here is Nawashima getting it, trying to get it over to Cortez, but he didn't get to it. So Fram CQ has it now on a counterattack. You know about CJ Brill. Brill now getting it, head manning it up now to Zachary Phillips, and they take it away. They stiff it up as they retreat back. Does the Exiles Black. 2-1 your score with just a few minutes left in his Silverleaf South match between Pvsc and Fram CQ. Fram CQ leading in the standings by 1 point ahead of Pvsc. But that in a few minutes will change, as only the second loss of the season would be put on Fram CQ. But there's still a few minutes left. All the way down, Cortez coming off his Gadima. He came off his line. He says, I'm not going to let you just score on me that easily on a 1v keeper. Taken away now. Here's Stopforth. Stopforth over to Fuji. Fuji down to central. He's got a teammate there, Rydick. Oh, and they dispossess him. However, winds over to Fuji, and he just couldn't quite get a shot at it. Fuji couldn't quite get a shot at it as they stiffened up in their 18-yard box. And they had to. They also had to have a great play by Gadimi. Otherwise, it would have been insurmountable with not very much time. The center ref again talking to the far side of Fram CQ. Couple of few minutes left to go. Unofficially, as we have it on the counter, center ref holds the time on his watch. Officially in this match, over to Fuji. Fuji trying to make the big play. Can't do it as they take it away, but here's Stopforth to come in for support. He's got Cortez in the box. Cortez wants to turn it around. He does. Cortez, and it's taken away from him. Nice play that time by Ross Miller. Coming on up is Mosh Kassar, Iman, and driving upfield. But however, the Exiles Black have it again. Over to Fuji. Fuji with time. He's not in a hurry. Fuji weaving his way. Takes a shot, and it goes wide. But that doesn't matter because they wind time off the clock. Fram CQ don't give up the goal, but they give up time off the clock. And right now, that is working against them more than anything. And the center ref says, we're not going to let you come in yet. Got to wait till the player's ready to come off. They're trying to work against that clock as best they can. And it's coming out. Samuel Weiss. They get the fresh player. We'll mention him as he touches a soccer ball here in the waning moments of this contest. We'll stop for it. And now it goes over to Mazer. They're in their own defensive half of the field. And that's where Fram CQ wants them. As they try to collect it there. Ryu with it. Atashushi, Ryu, and in the central now. Ryu trying to get a strike. He can't, but his teammates have it now for support. And they're going to push it over to Mosh Kassar, and it rolls all the way to Smith. He dribbles it and then gets it at the last moment. Mosh Kassar, Iman taking a shot anyways. Never know. Coming up, Greg Goodman. Goodman now. And a ball placed into the corner. His teammate on it, and is a handball going to work against Fram CQ. And that gives up time again. And position on the field. 2-1 your score. Fram CQ making it interesting with a goal here in the second half. And here they go again, and here's a nice ball pace, but it doesn't matter. That is the end of the match. Or no, what that was is a look on the far side. The linesman called it offsides. And a little bit tardy on that one because of the fact that it wasn't a double whistle. I almost thought it was. Looked at the center ref and thought he was going to blow it again. But it was an offsides call. So working against the Exiles Black now. And with moments left, Cameron Stopford not in a hurry. Does it legally, takes enough time. Off the carom there from Fuji, and now there's that point to the center and that long whistle. And Palos Verdes Soccer Club Elite Exiles Black win this one by a score of 2-1 in a nice match against Fram CQ. And as we told you, they now are ahead of Fram CQ in the standings by virtue of a 3-win, 2-loss scenario. But Fram CQ, a team that had won 2 in a row, and they were trying for 3 in a row, and Pvsc able to stop that streak now. And now Fram CQ is 2 wins, 2 losses, and a tie. Stick with us. There'll be those of either team that might say some things to us in the interview level right here at field number 2, Cal State University Dominguez Hills. We hope you enjoyed all the action. We'll be right back with the interview session. Greg Porter back here with the Palos Verdes Soccer Club, the Exiles Black team, and your?
Cameron Stopforth, and
Okay.
I play left mid.
Okay. Cameron, talk a little bit about the game today, how the season's gone for you.
Well, I've had a pretty good season so far. It's been rough and tough. It's got more physical throughout the years.
Mm-hmm.
And, yeah, I like scoring goals.
Yeah, you say it's got more physical. What do you try to do to handle the physicality of it?
I just try to stay mentally tough in the game.
Okay. How'd you like the way your team played today? Talk a little bit about that.
I thought we had a really strong defense, and we put away our chances.
Okay. All right. When you're not playing soccer, talk about some of the things you like to do.
I like to play video games.
Okay.
And
You got a
I like
favorite
to
one?
read.
You got a favorite video game or anything?
Rock Band.
Okay. You pretty good at that?
Yeah.
All right. All right. Okay. Anything else you'd like to say, to your parents, anybody watching this one?
I love you, Mom.
All right. Sounds good to me. All right. And let me talk to your teammate, and you are?
Lance Pvsc, and I play basically everything, and I'm the backup goalie.
Okay. Talk a little bit about the way your team has been so far.
We've been struggling and getting better, and playing good teams, playing good against them. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Is there anything you want to try to improve on in this Silver Elite South division this year?
Yeah, I want to be more physical and try harder.
Okay. All right. Okay, when you're not playing soccer, talk about some of the things, whether it be school, whether it be favorite pets, whether, things that you like to do when you're not playing soccer.
Skateboard.
All right, talk about that.
I like to skateboard in my trampoline too, and do tricks that I can't really do on the street.
Okay. Are you playing any of those games, those video games where the guys are, skateboarding and stuff?
I go over to his house and play, and I have some games at my house,
Okay.
but I don't play them that much.
Okay. You like to get out there and do it. Okay, let me talk to your teammate, and you are?
Adam Mazer, and I play left back.
Okay. Talk a little bit about the season for you so far, Adam.
It's been really good. I've been playing really tough, and I've gotten a lot more physical over the years.
Okay. Where's this physicality coming from? Your coach, or who's telling you guys to be more physical?
Basically, our coach, he wants us to toughen up and to make us just a better player.
Okay. All right. So where do you see the rest of this, now that you guys got your third win, where do you see the rest of this team going, the rest of the league play?
I'm hoping that we can do really good in the season and move back up to gold,
Okay.
because that would be kind of nice.
Okay. Some real good competition up there, right?
Yep, really good competition.
Talk about the things that you like to do when you're not dealing with soccer and stuff like that. Anything, whether you have pet at home, whether it's school, whatever.
I really like to go to the beach. I love to go to the beach. I like to play video games and skate with him.
Okay. So is he the better skater or you?
I don't know. We haven't skated in a while. He's better at ramps. I'm better at tricks.
Okay, all right.
But not on the trampoline.
One thing you guys would like to say collectively, I'll give you one last shout out. Go ahead.
Fram, you're gonna lose next time.
Same with me. That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah, pretty much.
You guys seem to go to school with Fram, some of those guys on Fram, right?
I'm a grade older than that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. They thought they were gonna beat us, but we knew they weren't.
Okay, guys, thanks very much, and good luck next time. Greg Porter back here with Fram CQ. They were a point ahead coming into this match, but then now they fall, a couple points behind. But it was a great match, and you are?
Gray Goodman.
Okay, great. Talk about this match.
Well, I think we played pretty good, but we should have capitalized on more of our shots, and we should have played better defense.
Okay. Talk about where you guys want to try to go now with the season.
Well, I think we should keep trying as hard as we can, and I think we should maybe move on to gold next year.
Okay, all right. Talk about things that you like to do when you're not playing soccer. Anything.
Looking at Jamie.
Well, I like to jump on my trampoline and play basketball.
Okay. The trampoline and the basketball help you with your agility in soccer, or is it just a thing you just like to do?
I just like to do it, yeah.
Okay. All right. Let me talk to your teammate, and you are?
Jamie Black, that's right.
Okay, Jamie, talk about, this season so far.
This season so far?
Yeah.
Well, let's just say I am like a star. I glow.
Okay.
Our team is like Mercury. We're like, we can only move like not so far.
Okay.
If my hair is not good, if it does not glow, we don't do well.
Okay.
And these guys don't really help with that at all.
Okay.
So.
All right.
Our season's been not so great. Ask CJ over there. Yeah. He's
Okay.
been like our main goal scorer. But he's going to come along.
Okay. Well, when you're not too deep in thought, what else you like to do?
Think deeper. Look in the mirror. And I think play baseball. Work on my six-pack. I don't pick 5th to 7th graders. They're just like, this guy over there is like crazy. I don't get him.
Okay.
And I play with my beast dog, and
What kind of dog is that?
a Newfoundland. And my little brother tries to attack me during night.
Okay. Let me talk to your teammate to the outside. Let me give him a little bit of time. Tell us about your season so far. And you are?
Imam, so our season's been pretty good so far, except that like we haven't been getting shots on target and we haven't been putting pressure on the ball enough. Yeah, but we should come through and finish on about like 2nd place. Hopefully go up to gold.
Okay. All right, Iman. Talk about things maybe that you do outside of playing soccer.
Well, other than Jamie, I don't play baseball, and I sometimes play basketball and football and video games.
Do you get deep in thought like Jamie?
No.
Not at all. Not at all.
All right. Okay, one last thing you guys would like to say to anybody watching, your parents?
Oh, yes. If my hair's not good, can you tell me? Just, yeah, when you see this video.
If I look like this guy, please tell me. I really don't want to.
If I look like this guy, please just tell me, and I don't want to.
All right, guys.
My name is not a girl's name.
All right, that's the Fram CQ. Thanks, guys. Okay, back with some more of the Palos Verdes Exiles black team, and you are?
Max Steinmetz.
Max, talk about what position you play and kind of like what's been going on with your team so far.
I play right back, and I don't know.
You guys been having fun, you know?
Yeah, we've been having fun. It's been like a long and hard workout with trainings.
Right.
Yeah.
You think that's been helping you out with the training and getting stronger and stuff? A couple other players mentioned that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it does, yeah.
All right. When you're not involved in soccer, what do you like to do? What's your favorite hobbies or other types of things you like to do?
Practice soccer.
Okay. So you're just focused on soccer all the time?
Yeah, and maybe some surfing. And that's probably about it.
Okay. So you do pretty good when you're serving?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Let me talk to your teammate, and you are?
Damian Cortez.
Okay, Damian, obviously you scored the 2 goals to help win this contest. Talk about, you know, maybe both the goals that you scored and how that happened, and maybe, you know, a little bit about the scoring for your whole team this year.
Yeah, it wasn't all me. It was mostly my teammates helping me. It wouldn't happen if we wouldn't win it in the defense and getting it played into middle. And most of this season has started. It's pretty good. 3 wins, 2 losses. It's not that bad. Wishing we could win the next 2 games we come up with, and I hope for the best.
It seems like every time you guys lose one, you win the next game, right?
Yeah, yeah. It's difficult because to lose because it's just not great, you know. But
not as much fun.
Yeah, but we're getting back on track with training and all that. So like getting stronger, faster, more touches with the ball, and like things, you know, to get better.
Seem to be working out there for you guys. It was a very, especially in the second half, very exciting game. Talk about things outside of soccer for you that are going on.
When I'm not in soccer, I'm usually with my family in Palmdale, or I'm with my cousins here in LA, or just chilling with them, or playing a little scrimmage with them in the park, or just taking care of my little cousins. Mostly just family after soccer, or when I'm not doing anything.
Okay, all right. All right, let me talk to your teammate on the outside, and you are?
Jackson Smith.
Okay. Jackson, talk about, just the way your team has played so far this year. I know it's been kind of seesaw, lost and win, lost, win, but maybe you guys are on this thing now where you get a winning streak, kind of like they got on.
Yeah. Well, this game was good, but our last one was really bad because our whole team just played bad, and we thought we were going to beat them, but we didn't because we already beat that team 5-0, but we didn't this time, so it was pretty bad. Yeah.
It seems like you guys are on a roll though now, so maybe it'll continue. Talk about any lasting thing that you think that your team has to do to keep this winning streak going and keep the success going.
Just don't underestimate anybody, and just keep playing as hard as you can, and just that will work for you.
Okay. All right. What do you like to do when you're not, Jackson, involved in soccer?
Play baseball.
Okay.
Yeah, and lacrosse, yeah.
All right. Play lacrosse, huh? Pretty good at that?
Yeah. I'm better at baseball than any of my sports. Yeah.
Okay, what position you play in baseball?
Center field.
Okay. All right. Good. Had a pretty good team this year?
Yeah.
One last thing you guys would like to say to your parents or anybody watching? Let you guys have the floor. Anything?
To keep hoping on our team and to see if we can make more and to cheer better.
There you go.
Not really, no.
Okay. All right, guys. Well, good luck in the future.
Go Exiles.
Greg Porter back here with some Fram CQ players. And tell us who you are.
I'm Sam Weiss.
Okay. Sam, you had to play keeper. And then in the second half, when your normal keeper got here, you got to play defender. This was one of those interesting games for you, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was, because I don't normally play keeper. And it was kind of nerve-wracking for me because I haven't played it in a long time.
But you did a pretty good job. You made one real great save, and it seemed like you, weren't any worse for the wear over there.
Yeah, but I was still pretty nervous about it.
What do you feel your team has to do from here on out to maybe take a kind of a stranglehold of this division?
Play hard, don't underestimate any other team, and just string passes together and score. And then also shoot on target and don't kick it over the goal.
Okay. When you're not playing soccer, talk about the things that you like to do at home and stuff with the family or anybody in the neighborhood.
I like to swim, bounce on my trampoline, and roller skate.
Okay, so you got a trampoline like some of these other guys do, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty.
All right, and you said roller skating. Talk a little bit about that.
Well, I like to go down hills and just go around turns and everything. I'm not so much into the jumps.
Okay. All right. Cool. Let me talk to your teammate in the Central here, and you are?
Brandon Wilson.
Okay, Brandon, talk a little bit about your whole season, this game, how it's gone so far.
Our season's been going pretty good, but I think we could play a little better by just working more as a team and just scoring goals.
Okay. All righty. When you're not playing soccer, talk a little bit about the things you like to do.
I like to swim a lot. And I play baseball and I like football.
Okay, so you might be another Phelps, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Let me talk to your teammate to the outside, and you're?
Kevin Cotter.
Okay, Kevin, talk about just the way your team has progressed this year and what you guys would like to try to do.
Well, I was actually really amazed that we made it into Silver Elite when we got in first place in Silver, and then we're doing really good this season, so I think we're going to be in the middle of the pack or a little bit higher than that. So.
Okay. What do you got to do to get in the playoffs once this is over? You got to be first and second or whatever?
I'm just hoping that we can pull through and get into the playoffs.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. So
good. It's a good season so far for you guys. Talk about the things you like to do outside of soccer.
Well, I like to watch my other sisters' games, and
what does your sisters do?
They both play soccer too.
Okay.
All Fram, and then just hang out.
Okay.
Really,
all right. None of the skateboarding or trampoline stuff.
No, not really.
All right, one last shout out, you guys, to say to anybody watching this video.
Next time, Pvsc, you're going down.
Thanks, Mom and Dad, for let us play soccer.
All right.
Okay, Bella, please stop being a spaz.
All right, guys. Well, good luck in the future, and thanks for coming out.
Fram.
Back with the Exiles Black, and you are?
Rio Fuji.
Okay. Rio, talk about this game. I mean, I think you guys were having some fun, making a lot of things happen. Talk about it.
It was really fun, and making assists are like really, it makes me really fresh.
Yeah. You guys are a team that seem like you guys want to try to make a run here. Is there something that you saw maybe with your teammates today that you maybe haven't seen so far?
No.
No.
Yeah, we sometimes do something weird, but today we were really solid.
Okay. All right. When you're not playing this great sport of soccer, what do you like to do?
I sometimes play outside, ride my skateboard, and watch TV. That's about it.
All right. Yeah, watching TV. They shut off the Cartoon Network the other day. That was kind of weird, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let me talk to your teammate here, and you are?
Koki Nabashima.
Okay. Koki, talk a little bit about this game today. Again, you guys keeping a lot of pressure on those guys, making it tough for them to try to tie the game or get ahead of you and stuff. Talk about this game and way your team has played this whole season.
I think today's game's good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there anything you would like to try to maybe do before the end of the season to try to make your team better?
Yeah. I want this team to better more.
Okay. Okay. Sounds good to me. What do you like to do when you're not playing soccer?
I'm playing basketball in my school.
Okay. Pretty good at basketball?
Not really.
But you like playing it though, right?
Yeah.
There you go. There you go. Okay, I'm going to give you guys the floor. You say anything to your parents, anybody watching.
No.
Just a little bashful, but. Greg Porter back here with some more Fram CQ players and who had a good game today. And your?
Ross Miller.
Okay. Ross, talk about this game and the way your team more importantly, has played this year.
Well, today, I'm not sure if we put the most pressure at midfield. That's where we got beat a lot. And really, this entire season, we haven't been playing our best games. We know we can play better, but it's just executing on the field.
Okay. Well spoken. Talk about things that you don't do when it comes to playing soccer, like things that you do outside of soccer.
Well, I play lacrosse when it's in season, tennis, video games, of course, and sometimes I skate. I just have a cruiser, no tricks, so I don't get hurt, and that's pretty much it.
You could have jumped in next door here. They got the tennis courts right next door here. It's one of the few fields that we have tennis courts right next door.
Yep, it looks pretty sweet.
You could have hit a couple balls. Okay, let me talk to your teammate in the central here, and you are?
I'm CJ Brill.
Okay. CJ, talk about the speed that you applied today and just really trying to make it tough for those guys.
I think I did okay at pressuring the ball, and most of the people that weren't getting open to me. And yeah, our midfield was not too good today.
Yeah. What do you guys have to do collectively to try to make this thing where you can win first place?
We need to actually practice and focus before the games.
Okay. So whatever you learn and practice is to apply it in the games, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. That sounds like a good equation. Talk about things that you outside of the world of soccer that you like to do.
I play video games and go hunting.
Oh, hunting. So that's pretty good. What do you like to hunt for?
Ducks.
Okay. Pretty good shooter?
Yeah.
All right. Got the eagle eye then. Okay. Let me talk to your teammate to the outside. And you are?
Nima Gadimi.
Okay. Talk a little bit about, the fact that, you know, you did have to come in the second half, you would have liked to be in the first half. Who knows? Maybe you guys might have been a tie game if you're in the first half. But I think your teammate played pretty good, and they just made a good play. Talk a little bit about the game today.
Well, yeah, I came late, and you know, of course, if I was there, we would have won.
Yeah.
Cause I'm pro. And then.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
That's it.
Okay. Talk about what you guys need to do to make this a division that you guys can win.
My teammates gotta not fool around during practice.
Okay.
And you know, you just gotta let me play all the game, and they gotta make the games later so I can actually attend. And because I'm pro, so without me, you can't win.
Okay. Now. Lastly, tell me about the things you like to do when you're not playing soccer.
I play World of Warcraft all day.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay. All right. You guys would like to say one last thing to your parents or anybody watching this DVD?
Yeah, my other secret hobby is getting girls' numbers.
Okay.
And that's it.
No, I don't have anything to say.
Okay.
No, I'm good.
You're good? All right, guys. Well, good luck in the future. Thanks.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, and we're gonna crush Pvsc next time.
Yep, that's
We're gonna crush them.
it's a given.
Yeah.
Tyus Lohman was the player number 19 that scored the goal in the second half to make it very exciting between Fram CQ and Palos Verdes Soccer Club, the elite black team. We hope you enjoyed all the action here from Cal State University Dominguez Hills grounds on the shadow of the great LA Galaxy's Field Home Depot Center. I'm Greg Porter for George Langevin on the camera saying take care of yourself, God bless, and save this one on the hard drive.